Students, now we are in the topic quadratic expressions objective. Quadratic expressions objective. In previous class, we have discussed the theory, graphs, concept, and location of roots and everything. It depends upon the concept. I have discussed some examples also. Before going to discuss today theory bits, some concept is there. Regarding the concept of quadratic expressions theory bits, you should know about the complex numbers concept. Complex numbers. This is the first chapter in our mathematics 2A. Now, let us going to discuss about complex numbers. Today I want to discuss with you theory bits or CUQ in the quadratic expressions topic. Before going to discuss theory bits, today quadratic expressions objective theory bits. First of all, we should learn about complex numbers. If A comma B are real numbers, if A comma B are real numbers, then that means A belongs to real R and B belongs to any real number. Then the number which is in the form of A plus or minus IB. Of course, plus of minus of B also you can write. So better to write plus A plus IB is called as complex number. In this complex number concept, here A is called as real part. And B is called as imaginary part. A is called as real part and B is called as imaginary part. Where I is equal to root of minus 1, like this. That meaning I square is equal to minus 1. So to calculate example I am discussing with you. Example x square plus 4 is there. If x square plus 4 is equal to 0, x square is equal to minus 4. Plenty of times we discussed that every square should be greater than 0 or is equal to 0. So every square greater than or equal to 0, but square should not be negative. Whenever the square is negative, we should create the value, we should create here minus 1 as an imaginary. So we are imagining, simply imagination we are like 4 into minus 1 and x square is equal to 4 into I square I am writing. I means it is nothing but imagination. So x square is equal to 4I square we got. So whenever x square is equal to 4I square we got, x is equal to 2I or x is equal to minus 2I. So x is equal to plus or minus 2I. Hereafter you should try to understand that I square is equal to minus 1, I is imaginary. And for negative numbers also square root is there, but it is not real. Which is not real, it is called as imaginary. Simply we are imagining the value, that is the part which is the side of imaginary. Imagination is called as imaginary part. and the part which is not imaginary is called as not imaginary part is called as real part. So here you can say that A is real part, B is imaginary part. Depends upon that one. We have a proof that omega comma omega square are roots of omega comma omega square are roots of QG x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. I think in first year matrices you have learned that we know that simply like a formula we have learned it. 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. So substitute here instead of omega square plus omega plus 1 is equal to 0. The concept I want to discuss with you that omega cube is equal to 1. This is a formula proof. Everything proof I will say in the chapter of quadratic complex numbers. Omega cube is equal to 1 and omega plus omega square is equal to 0. Where the value I am writing omega is equal to minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2. Minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2. And omega square is equal to minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2. Omega and omega square are, here you observe this thing, here minus 1 plus and minus 1 minus here. Whenever a plus ib and a minus ib formula is there, then the two numbers are said to be conjugate. Here I want to discuss with you conjugate complex numbers also. Conjugate complex. Conjugate complex numbers. A plus ib, comma a minus ib are called as a plus ib, comma a minus ib are called as conjugate complex numbers. Conjugate complex numbers. A plus root b, already we discussed IP. A plus root b and a minus root b are called as conjugate surds. Conjugate surds. These are called as surds. We have learned in IP that if A, comma B, comma C are rational for the quadratic equation ax plus bx plus c, if delta greater than 0, then roots are rational and distinct. If that delta is a perfect square, then the roots are simply rational. If the delta is not a perfect square, then the roots are conjugate surds. Already we had written the synopsis also. And if delta less than 0, then the roots are imaginary, or they can say that the roots are conjugate complex numbers. Wherever delta greater than 0 and which is not a perfect square in the ax plus bx plus c is equal to 0 quadratic equation, if a, b, c are rational, then if whenever a delta greater than 0 and it is not perfect square, the roots are conjugate surds, and delta less than 0, if a, b, c are real or a, b, c are rational, then if delta less than 0, then the roots are conjugate complex numbers like a plus ib into a minus ib. Example 2 plus 3, 2 minus 3, minus 1 plus 3, minus 1 minus 3 like that. In the similar way, if x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0, find delta here for x square plus x plus 1, b square minus 4ac concept, 1 minus 4 less than 0, that's all. 1 minus 4 less than 0 is 1 minus 4 minus 3. According to minus b plus r minus b square by 2a concept is so. So minus b minus 1 plus r minus plus and minus have written separately. Plus r is root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. This is the value. This is indicated with omega. Observe here, minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2 we got, and minus 1 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2 we got. We are conjugate complex numbers. Omega and omega square are roots of x square plus x plus 1. Now, let us discuss about modulus of complex number. Modulus of complex number. Modulus of complex number. If Z is equal to, this is general notation in a UPR object for a complex number. If Z is equal to x plus iy is a complex number. If Z is equal to x plus iy is a complex number, where x belongs to R and y belongs to R. Here y is not imaginary, the imaginary part, y is not imagination, y is real and x is real. The combination of two real parts along with the imaginary part is called as complex number. Complex means many, it is a group of two or more real numbers is called as complex number. Then if z is equal to x plus iy is a complex number where x belongs to x comma y belongs to R, then mod z is equal modulus of complex number is defined as root of component square plus component square. Remember, as vector component, as root of example r bar is equal to x bar plus y bar plus z bar. Mod r we thought as root of x square plus y square plus z square. In the similar way here, root of component square plus component square, root of x square plus y square, and it is denoted by mod z like this. Mod z. Let us see the example for a modulus. Omega is said that minus 1 plus I root 3 whole by 2, comma, omega square I said that minus 1 minus I root 3 whole by 2. Already I said that these two are conjugate complex number. Conjugate means don't get confused, students. If plus is there, in the place minus should be there. If minus is there, in the place plus should be there. A plus a minus b. There is no need to get confused about this minus 1. This is anything, no problem. This is anything, no problem. Plus. But in the middle, the number, whatever the symbol is there, the symbol should be changed. That's all. Now, modulus omega means root of. It is called as real part square plus imaginary part square. Here, real part you can write minus 1 by 2 whole square plus imaginary part you can write minus root 3 by 2 whole square. You should not consider with I, simply part you should say, that is only coefficient only you should consider. Then you can understand now 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4. Here it becomes 1. It is called as unimodular complex number. Now I am writing modulus of omega square. Root of, here also you can write understand minus 1 by 2 whole square, real part whole square plus imaginary part whole square. Here imaginary part minus root 3 by 2 whole square. Root of it becomes 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is equal to 1. That's all. Whenever modulus is equal to 1, that's all. There is no question of root. There is no question of rule whether it is equal or not equal. Here we got equal, mod equal for the both conjugate complex numbers. Of course, whenever conjugate complex numbers are exist, their modulus are equal. If I am writing, if mod z is equal to 1, such complex numbers are called as unimodular complex. Such complex numbers. If mod is equal to 1, such complex numbers are called as. Such complex numbers are called as unimodular complex. Unimodular complex. That's all. So before going to discuss about the theory bits in quadratic expression, we should learn about the concept of complex numbers. Now let us continue theory bits. theory bits. Let us start theory bits. First one. Open page number 64 and keep book in front of you. Then you listen the class carefully. If A, B, C are positive, then both roots of the equation. If A, B, C are positive, we given as A, B, C are positive. A, B, C are positive of QE. For a quadratic equation, they given ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then he is asking that the roots are, what is the roots? A, B, C are positive. We can understand here. Let us write an example. Example, take x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. Simply have taken. Small example. A means 1, B means 5, C means 6. A, B, C, everything is positive. Roots, we know that roots is equal to minus 2 comma minus 3. Minus 2 comma minus 3. Then you can understand first option is there are real and negative. It's okay. But in the next concept, let us write here x square plus x plus 1. What is happening here? A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 1. He is not discussing about A, B are positive and distinct. Whenever he is asking it is distinct, then you can understand this one. Here A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 1. Then roots are already we discussed that omega comma omega square. So the value of omega is minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2 comma minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2. These are the roots. Now what is happening? First half is okay. Are real and positive. It is real not negative. So don't consider about second option. Third option consider have negative real parts. Here you can understand. You can write here minus 1 by 2. Write like this. Minus 1 by 2 plus I of root 3 by 2. Comma minus 1 by 2 plus of plus I into minus root 3 by 2. Observe now this thing. This is real part. Minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 and here also it is real part. So what you can say, so this is real part is having negative. So that implies roots of, according to option here it is third option. Roots have negative real parts. Roots have negative real parts. Here you can get confused. Sir, what? This is also correct, sir. Okay, students, this is also correct. You can write this one as 0. 0 is also real number. So what is happening here? Minus 2 plus I into 0 plus minus 3 plus I into 0. So it is also negative real part. Negative real part. Among complex numbers, among two numbers, there are two parts. First one is called as real part and second one is called as imaginary part. That is why option 3 is correct option. Now, second question. In the quadratic equation, second question. In the quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. If a and c are opposite sides and b is real, then roots of equation for the quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c A comma C have same sign or opposite sign. Opposites A comma C have opposite sign. B did not discuss about B. A comma C have opposite side. Whenever A comma C have opposite sign, then you can understand either A greater than 0 comma C less than 0 or A less than 0 comma C greater than 0. Then, of course, this is plus into minus or minus into plus. Now, product will be negative whenever AC less than 0. Now, we multiply with minus both sides. Minus AC becomes greater than 0. Now, again you write like this, minus 4AC multiply with minus 4. Minus 4AC also greater than 0. Add B square both sides. Now what will happen, students? B square minus 4AC greater than b square we have added. We know that every square is positive. So here we are discussing about only 0, not is equal to 0. This is positive. This is greater than positive. So this is also positive. You can understand whenever delta greater than 0, roots of QE are real and positive. Roots of quadratic are real and positive. Second question completed. Now let us discuss about third question. Third question, if one root of a quadratic equation is real and other is imaginary, then the coefficients are condition. One root alpha you write. One root is real. Simply we can put 2. Simply and take an example. And another root is imaginary. So imaginary is what? B plus I. Anything we can take with imaginary form. Then the coefficients of equation. Now you prepare QE x square minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha beta is equal to 0. What you can say? This became complex number. X square minus x into you can write 5 plus I plus 2 into this you can write 6 plus 2i equal to 0. This became complex. This became complex. Of course, this also became complex because 1 plus I into 0 like coefficients are complex numbers. Coefficients are complex numbers. Now, fourth question. So this is fourth option, third question. Fourth question, A not equal to B. If A not equal to B given, this is the condition. The roots of x minus A into x minus B is equal to B square R dash. Multiply like this. X square minus x into A plus B plus AB minus this is B square. AB minus B square is equal to 0. A not equal to B, roots of. He is asking about this roots. You can consider delta. I think we have done in IB. A plus B whole square minus 4AB plus B square. Yeah. Plus 4B square. Use the formula A plus B whole square minus 4AB is A minus B whole square plus 4B square. We know that this is already given A not equal to B. So if A is equal to B, it becomes 0. Whenever A not equal to B, it is 100% positive. This is B square is 100% positive. So positive plus positive is equal to positive greater than 0. Therefore, the roots are real and distinct. Roots are real and distinct. Real and distinct. Let us discuss about fifth question. If A, B, C are positive numbers in GP, then the roots of equation. Let us take these GP. A is equal to 2, A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, C is equal to 4. A is equal to 1, C is equal to Q. A equal to 1, B equal to C equal to 4. QE we can write x square plus 2x plus 4 equal to 0. Then the roots of equation he is asking. Okay, let us calculate the roots. Alpha, comma, beta. Roots x is equal to simply I am writing minus b plus r minus root b square minus 4ac minus 16 by 2. You can write this one as x is equal to minus 2 plus r minus 4 minus 16 means 12 minus 12 we can consider as 12 I square. So you can write this one as 2I root 3. 2I root 3 by 2 minus 1 plus I root 3 comma minus 1 minus I root 3. We can say that there are conjugate complex numbers are negative real parts. Yeah, they given as negative real parts. Roots having negative real parts. Negative real part. This is correct. Now, sixth question: if the ratio of the roots quadratic equation given as ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. The roots are in the ratio m is to n. So m alpha comma n alpha. Yesterday we discussed the condition theorem. We said 2b square equal to 9ac concept mn b square is equal to mn b square is equal to m plus n whole square into ac. Already we discussed yesterday. So depends upon this sum. Mn b square is equal to m plus n whole square into ac. Take root both sides. Root mn into mod b is equal to m plus n into root of ac. According to option mod b by root ac, only one option is there. Mod b by root ac is equal to, taken this here, m plus n by, this is m plus n by root mn. Next step, mod b by root ac is equal to, you can understand m by root mn plus n by root mn plus n by root mn. So this one root m will be dividing root m times root m by n plus root n by m. Option 2. Now, seventh question. Seventh question. Alpha beta are the roots of the equation. Ax square plus b plus c equal to 12. Then find 1 by a alpha plus b plus 1 by a beta plus c. QE ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Alpha comma beta are roots. To find out, whenever alpha beta are roots is given, to find out 1 by a alpha plus b plus 1 by a beta plus b. 1 by a alpha plus b plus 1 by a beta plus b. Now, since alpha comma beta are roots, you can write here a alpha square plus b alpha plus c equal to 0. He is asking about a alpha plus b concept. So you can write a alpha plus b is equal to minus c by alpha. So with alpha you have divided. 1 by alpha plus b becomes reciprocal of this one minus alpha. You can write similarly 1 by a beta plus b, because beta is also root, minus b by c. Now, to find out this one, instead of 1 by alpha plus b, substitute here. So minus alpha minus beta 1 by c. Minus of, you can take alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta becomes minus b by a. So minus of minus b by a. So b by ac is the correct answer. Second option. Eighth question. If the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 and bx square plus kx plus r equal to 0 are differ by same quantity, that means modulus of first equation, difference of modulus of first equation is equal to difference of modulus of Second equation. QE1 and QE1 ax square plus cf dx plus c QE2, which is QE1, QE2 px square plus 3x plus r equal to condition is modulus of alpha minus beta is equal to modulus of gamma minus beta. If we are thinking alpha beta roots of this one, beta gamma delta roots of that, then implies one thing you should observe hereafter. You should remember this one as a formula: alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta over, because a minus b whole square concept by squaring both square value. By squaring and taking it like this, directly you can write this one gamma plus delta whole square minus 4 gamma delta. That implies here you write alpha plus beta whole square is b square by a square minus this is 4c by a over. Here p square minus p square by q square by p square minus 4r by p. Taking LCM, b square minus 4ac by mod a over. This is the formula. You should remember as a formula as modulus of alpha minus beta. That is why it's in the formula. And you should remember this one as the formula q square minus 4pr by mod p. Now you can do this one for to get our answer, squaring on both sides. By squaring on both sides and taking b square minus 4ac and q square minus 4pr as a fraction is equal to p square by a square. That is the answer. He is asking here b square minus 4ac by q square minus 4pr. A is given a square by b square. It is the correct answer. Now, 9th question. If one root of equation is nth power of the other, already we have discussed in synopsis in yesterday class. We have completed. I said the proof also. AC power n whole by 1 plus n plus a power n into c whole power 1 by n plus 1 plus b is equal to 0. I said the proof also. So here the answer is 0. Now let us discuss about 10th one. 10th question. 10th question, we read the question carefully. Same quadrant equations given, same as 8 complete. Same QE of 8. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to no, reverse. So it is not correct. Ax square plus 2bx plus c. Ax square plus 2bx plus c equal to 0. This is the first quadratic equation. Next one, px square plus 4qx plus r equal to 0. This is second quadratic equation. Have one and only one common root. Have common root. Have a common root. A means here 1. Have a common root and being rational, it is the main point for being rational. Students, whenever the root is irrational, one root is rational, if A, B, C are rational and B, Q are rational, they are already given. A, B, C, B, Q are rational and common root and it is also rational. Then B square minus AC and Q square minus QR. What is happening? The theory we know that delta greater than 0 if delta greater than 0 and it is perfect square. And it is a perfect square. Delta greater than 0 and it is a perfect square. Roots are rational. If it is not a perfect square, roots are concave compulsion. So 100% we can say here that whenever he given the condition hint to as b square being rational, so roots are rational. When it should be perfect square. What is the value? Delta. Delta is calculated here 4b square minus 4ac divided to 4. I mean take in common whenever b square minus ac 4 into b square minus ac or 4 into q square minus p or whenever b square minus ac is perfect square and q square minus p is perfect square 4 into that perfect square is always perfect square. Example 4 into 9 like that 4 into 9 36 4 into 4 16 4 into 36 like that. Everything is perfect square. So answer is perfect square here. Nth question first option. Now let us discuss about 11th. 11th question. I think it's enough this we have discussed 11, 12, 13. Both roots of equation are positive. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 2. Let us take examples as shortcuts. QEM writing. QEx square minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Students, we know that 1, 2 are roots of this QE. So both roots are positive. Delta apply b square minus 4ac. Of course, it is greater than. How many options are there? 3 options are. And AB, A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 3, C is equal to 2. AB less than 0 we got and AC greater than 0. That's all. Delta greater than 0, AB less than 0, AC greater than 0 is option 3. That's all. For 12th question, both roots are negative. Now, just simple I am changing this one as x square plus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Here roots are minus 1 and minus 2. For this one, of course, it is delta greater than 0 and AC greater than 0 and AB also greater than 0. The ABC have same sign. Option 2. Whenever greater than 0, this is the option. 13. Both roots are negative. So let whenever both roots are negative, you can take x square plus 4x plus 3. Same will be. Okay, x square, both roots are negative and b less than 0 equal. Students, both roots are negative and b less than 0 equal. So b less than 0, let us do depends upon the theory. Ax square plus 3x plus 3 equal to 0. Both roots are negative. So alpha less than 0, beta less than 0. Alpha, beta greater than 0. Whenever alpha, beta greater than 0, alpha, beta is equal to c by a. So c by a should be greater than 0. Given both roots are negative. C by a greater than 0. Whenever c by a greater than 0, multiply it with a, it becomes ca greater than 0. And whenever ca greater than 0, he given that b less than 0. So here we observed that option 2 both roots are, whenever both roots are negative, we have observed that a, b, c have same sign. Same as 12 you write. A comma B comma C have same sign. A comma B comma C have same sign. Given, so given B less than 0, therefore 100% A less than 0 and C less than 0 because plus minus into minus is plus. Now 13 bits we have completed. This is the, now we want to discuss the 14th bit. 14th bit is IIT between 2012 and 2001. This is the atomic question. For some real x expression, for some real x, the expression x minus a into x minus b by x minus c. The expression x minus a into x minus b by x minus c will assume real values provided. You should do in long method, let y is equal to x square minus x into a plus b plus b. Yx minus c. By taking cross multiplication, yx minus yc is equal to x square minus x into a plus b plus ab. Next step, this taken that side, x square minus x into a plus b minus y. Because this becomes x square minus x minus xy. Take here minus x common, it becomes a plus b plus c. Next, ab plus yc. This is equal to 0. He is discussing with us that the concept of real, if for real x. So whenever it is real x, use delta greater than 0. If x is real, use delta greater than equal to 0. That implies for this one, b square minus 4ac constant. A plus b minus y whole square minus of 4 into ab plus dy greater than equal to 0. Now expand this one. Students, try to understand this is as a, this is as b. Now we can write a plus b whole square plus y square plus 2 into a plus b into y. It is better method. Minus 4ab minus 4cy, this is greater than equal to 0. Now write this one minus this one. A plus b whole square minus 4ab becomes a minus b whole square. A minus b whole square plus 2y we can take off. It becomes a plus b minus 2c. And y square is also simplified y square plus 2y into a by a plus b minus 2c greater than equal to 0. Now we can write this one as y square plus 2 into a plus b minus 2c plus a minus b whole square greater than equal to 0. Now you can understand this is f of y square is 1. F of y square is 1, it is a positive, and the expression is full positive. F of y square. F of y square comma expression both are positive. F of x square and expression have same sign. Whenever f of x square and expression have same sign, for all x belongs to R already given. For all x belongs to R, it is true for delta less than 0. Whenever now you should calculate delta less than 0. 4 into a plus b minus 2c whole square minus 4 into 1 into a minus b whole square. It is less than. Divide with 4. It becomes now this is a, this is b concept you write. A plus b whole square plus 4c square minus 2 into 2c into a plus b. So 4c into a plus b minus of a minus b whole square. This is less than 0. Now you write the a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square becomes 4ab. Now 4c square minus 4c into a plus b plus 4ab less than 0. That implies divide with 4, it becomes c square minus ac minus bc plus cab less than 0. C you take common, c minus a minus b you take common, c minus a less than 0. That implies c minus a into c minus b less than 0. Or c minus, whenever you given the condition, of course you did not give any condition, you should calculate. This meaning that we can write a minus c into, it is simply leave it. So here that meaning that x minus alpha into x minus beta less than 0, x belongs to alpha comma beta. So C belongs to A comma B. That meaning the value C lies between A and B is the correct answer. A less than, C less than B. 14th question, fourth topic is an advanced question. Remember this one as a formula. Directly he is giving in mains also. In some competitive exams he is giving the question directly. Next, 15th question. 15th question, alpha beta are the roots of equation. X equal to b plus c equal to 0. K belongs to earth and condition that alpha less than a less than beta. For ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Students, yesterday we discussed the theory and graphs and everything. For location of roots condition. Location of this condition, I said a into f of k less than 0. Simply we can substitute here a square plus bk plus c less than 0. We multiply a. So a next step create a into ak square plus bk plus c less than 0. Multiply and write a square k square plus abk plus ac less than 0. Option is 4. Next is 16th question. If a, b, c are positive real numbers, a comma b comma c are positive real numbers. Positive real numbers. Then the number of real roots of equation ax square plus b mod x plus c. Ax square plus b mod x plus c. Ax square plus b mod x plus c is equal to. Students, here you should try to understand as mod x is equal to positive. That is absolute value of variable x. Absolute value of x. Then he given a, b, c is positive. This is positive. So positive into positive plus this is positive into positive like this. And this is given positive. So positive plus positive becomes positive, not 0. Whenever not 0, the expression is wrong. So there is no roots. He is asking about real roots. There is no real roots. The number of real roots is equal to 0. Option 3. Number of real roots equal to 0. In the similar way, you can understand t square x square. I have to t square x square plus mod x plus 9 equal to 0 is asking. Students, we know modulus x is positive, 9 is positive, t square is positive, x square is positive. This is the same concept, positive plus positive plus positive. Positive plus positive plus positive is equal to plus positive. Therefore, no real roots. No real roots. Whenever there is no real roots, product of real roots does not exist. Product of real roots does not exist. Product of real roots does not exist. Option 3. Product of real roots does not exist. Now we can discuss 18th one. Alpha and beta are the roots of equation x square plus bx plus c. X square plus bx plus c. Alpha less than beta. The roots c less than 0 less than b. C less than 0 less than. That means c is negative and b is positive. So we can take consider and writing. Consider x square plus 5x minus 6, x square plus 5x minus 6, x square plus 6x minus 6 equal to 0, x taken common, x plus 6 minus 1 taken common, x plus 6 equal to 0, x is equal to minus 6, x is equal to 1. So alpha is equal to minus 6, beta is equal to 1. Now we got alpha less than 0 because it is negative. Now option 2 we can verify as alpha less than 0, less than beta, less than mod alpha. As C minus 6 less than 0, less than 1, less than mod 6. Like this. Okay students, we have completed 18 examples. Let us discuss in next class.